People are confused. I was confused too for a long time. People are confused about what veganism is. The word has been thrown around, stretched out, distorted, watered down, misrepresented, and misunderstood. Veganism is an ethical principle. It's rooted in justice, it begins in the mind, and it's about recognizing other animals as having inherent worth. There hasn't been a real sustained effort towards vegan education. I mean, really promoting what veganism is and how it got started, and how it separates itself actually from welfarism. Welfarism cares about the way that animals are exploited, not about ending the master-slave relationship that humans have with other animals. We can say that veganism is not a diet, a lifestyle, a trend. It's a justice principle. So we need vegan education to challenge the deeply ingrained sense of entitlement that humans have over other animals. Non-vegans, plant-based dieters, and activists, each one of them needs education to understand and evolve. Non-vegans can learn about veganism not as a diet, a lifestyle, or a trend, but as something that's rooted in justice, and think about their own moral character to become vegan. A plant-based dieter might not be contributing to the exploitation of animals in the form of food. Of course, they still might be exploiting animals with who they wear and the places they go to and the cosmetics that they buy and all sorts of other ways that animals are exploited. But they might be still referring to themselves as vegan when what they're really referring to is a dietary preference, a dietary choice that has nothing to do with the justice that animals deserve to be left alone and not treated as property. And to activists who might be inadvertently and with the best intentions accidentally sending a wrong message when they say that veganism is a way to reduce suffering or a way to do no harm, or they might focus on abuse, killing, and cruelty instead of just focusing on the exploitation itself. There's all sorts of activism that exists today. We have pressure campaigns, we have single issue protests. None of that really challenges the entitlement that humans feel over other animals. Humans feel that other animals exist for us, and so when they see protests happening or they're a brand who's having a pressure campaign launched against them, they just view it as a nuisance and like people bullying their way through rather than actually thinking about the vegan message, which is that animals exist for themselves. Imagine a world where all activism is grounded in vegan education. We don't have much time to get a message out to a non-vegan. Oftentimes, the only message they see is something single issue, like fur or foie gras. And inadvertently, that sends a harmful message that says that this form of exploitation is especially bad and the rest are acceptable. But as long as you don't do this form of exploitation, then we're good. As long as you remove foie gras from your menu, then we're good. That doesn't really challenge any entitlement. That might end one industry, but the breeder will still continue breeding ducks and selling them for down. The property status of animals is not challenged. So imagine a wave of awareness, a wave of vegan education that dismantles that entitlement. I strongly believe that vegan education is the path forward. We need more educators and more people who are willing to create content like this, get out on the streets and talk with people, start conversations, share educational content, question entitlement, and build a justice mindset yourself. This is how we disrupt the status quo. This is how we make change, through education, not just isolated campaigns.